Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about something that is going on in black community. So, according to what I know so far, there is a civil war going on between foundational black Americans and then blacks of diaspora, like black immigrants from outside of America. The foundational black Americans feel like the blacks in America is using them. Some of them say they are disrespecting them, and then some of them is that black Americans from the outside cosplay black American culture. While they claim black Americans don't have a culture, they cosplay their culture. Once they get what they want, they start trashing them. So there is elements of this diaspora situation that I can go on and explain, and it will take more than 1 hour, but I'm gonna make it as brief and as direct as possible. Foundational black Americans feels like they don't know where they stand, because one, if they want to claim an African heritage, blacks in diaspora and in Africa say they are not African enough, or either way they want to approach things, they get huddled, or they say they are not, black enough or whatever. So now their own culture are being used, for profit. Then in the end, the blacks, non-FBA blacks, will attack black Americans or disrespect them. So while I say these things, I don't want to sound like I'm just making things up. Casey Knight is a popular streamer, so there's a video that he said black people don't have a culture. That, at least that's what he implies. So I don't know if I will have the video before I share this video online. I don't know if I'll have the video and I'll stitch it to this one and you'll see it. But if not, the video is online. You can search it on your own. So now, FBA foundational black Americans, to an extent, I think they are right. Yes, I think foundational black Americans are right to speak up of what they feel like that is being done to them by blacks in diaspora. Hear me out. I'm not saying all the way right, but to an extent they say things, because I've been saying this before. One, let me clarify something, because one of the problem is that one of the things that was said by Cassie Knight and other people is that black Americans doesn't have a culture. They actually, foundational black Americans have a culture. They have well-reached culture, steamed with the religion, conservative values, family values. They do have it. It's just that hip-hop took over the real culture. So you can say hip-hop is their culture now, hip-hop, everything that around it, the music and all, that's their culture now. So the culture aspect, yes, I agree, they have a culture. Then there is this thing that is going on where I will take a step back and play neutral and as honest as possible. Is that one, as demographic changes, American demographic changes. Before, 20 years ago, nobody knew anything about Afro-Latina. Nobody knew anything about Afrobeat. Nobody knew anything about African culture being mainstream. So when all those things are coming up now, foundational black Americans feels like attention is given to other people, while as their own culture is being pushed aside. And then while it's pushed aside, some people will still go, blacks in diaspora will come and use the FBA culture to go up. Once they go up, they start trashing black American, foundational black American culture. There's something that happened between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. It's a classical example of what, if you want to know what I'm telling you, this classical example what is going on in black community when you add foundational black Americans and black diaspora. Kendrick Lamar was heavily favored by FBA, Foundation of Black Americans. Not like us means that he's not one of us. It's like a shot to Drake. And then black people in diaspora feel the same way. That's why they started with Drake. So now, without saying too much, sorry that I'm keep wiping my face because I haven't fixed my air condition situation. And this is my studio that I make videos all the time, and it's kind of sweaty sometimes, but I'll get it right. Bear with me. So back to what I'm saying. Black Americans are right. Whoever's saying that Black Americans doesn't have a culture, they're lying. They do have a culture. But the culture that I know they have is not what is present today. They said culture evolves, probably evolves into hip-hop music and the culture as we see it today. That's what it evolved to. If that's the case, that's what it is. So the Kai Cenat situation, I hope I don't have, because the reason why I don't want to say something like criticize the guy is that what you see is a clip of a video of what he says. Sometimes like some people will say something very lengthy, and then in that lengthy video people will crop out the one that will cause controversy and sell it. So I'm suspecting that's what happened. Kai Cenat is a very smart streamer. He probably, if you watch the longer video, he probably made sense or clarified what he said. But what we're seeing online is the short clip of the sentences that he said. So to foundational Black Americans, it is okay to speak up when it feels like within the community things are not going your way, or things that's supposed to go your way is not going. You speak up, because I have always advocated for blacks in America to understand that we are not one, and it's okay. The problem is that we are pushing this narrative. We are all one. Let's stick together and fight white people. No, we are not one. It's like a country with different tribes. That's how it is in America right now. The state of Black America is a country that have different. We have the same skin color but different tribes. The foundational Black Americans, the Black Caribbeans, the Black from Africa, the Afro-Latina. That's how it is now. So if we start to address it in this parallel or in this direction, things will be much more easier. Things will be much more understandable, And if we've even be more united. But if you shrug off all these little mistakes in the sake of unity, this is why all this problem keep coming up. I have said it on my previous video before when it comes to Essence Music Festival. I shared it on this channel. So please, foundational Black Americans, speak up. I can be very conservative, and I'm conservative when it comes to everything. But when it comes to something that you need to be open about, traditionally you have to open up. So in this case, foundational Black Americans are right about speaking up when they say they don't have culture. They have culture, but then again, they also have to understand that the fight shouldn't be about hating. You're fighting for what you want. This is, give us the recognition. That's right. Don't just use us to get ahead, then you trash us. If that's the case, because the reason why I'm adding this, another thing is that I see a couple of videos where a guy was saying Black Americans should not deal with other African Black people,